Right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, scattered abroad. This your brother, Yawab Banashar, coming back with a hopefully edifying video. This video is going to be titled Psalm 17. All right, and this is the book of Psalm, chapter 17. Verse 1, it says, a Psalm of David, or prayer of David, Salakia. It says, hear the right, Salakia. It says, hear the right, O Yahweh. Can't wait to get the fuck out of here, man. It says, attend unto my cry, give ear unto my prayer, that goeth not out of feigned lips. It says, let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast proved my heart. Thou hast visited me in the night and has tried me and shall find nothing. I am proposed that my mouth should not transgress. And it says that says in Revelations 14 that in the mouth of the virgins there was found no guile. All right, and Paul said in Corinthians 11, Shalaki, I had to cover my ears, man. Paul said, I have presented you as chaste virgins, right? So it's talking about we preaching the truth. We not we haven't been touched by false doctrines, which will be another false god. All right. Only husband that touched us, or the only husband that we betrothed to, is Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And we about to go into the bed chamber, man. We about to be joined to our husband, man, which when the Lord comes. Scoop us up in that chariot, man. Right? It says concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. And the path of the destroyer are these Edomites deceiving the world, and also those that follow Esau. 2/3 of Israel, false Israelite leaders All right, false plantation pastors are to destroy you. All right. Why? Because they are leading everybody off the cliff. So this talking about the elect, man. This talking about the house of David. It says, hold up my goings in thy paths. It says, that my footsteps slip not. Right? An example of that is the apostles still pushing on. The apostles of Great Millstone still pushing on even after all of the false accusations, even after the 9/11 thing, even after the 2000 thing, still on the path. A lot of people done slipped off the path, man. Hold on, so let me pause it right quick, Salaki. All right, Salakia. So it says, I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. And that's talking about the elect, man, because, you're going to have those that are not of the elect that's going to call on the Lord, but the Lord ain't going to hear them. They're going to be calling on him in a name that's not his, or they're going to be calling on his name. And the Lord ain't chosen. He ain't going to hear them. He only going to hear the elect, all right, out here. And when we say it like that, motherfuckers, because you just supposed to say, oh, the Lord going to hear everybody. All right, it says, show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand, right? And the right hand of the Heavenly Father is his Son. That's how you're going to save the elect. It says, them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. Right, man, because salvation ain't for everybody. All right, because everybody don't have people rising up against them. Nah, man, the people that have somebody rising up against them are the Israelites. And who's rising up against the Israelites? Esau, the other nations. Now 2/3 are sellouts, sell out to the other nations and get down with them, but they still rising up against the 2/3. But the 2/3, they rise up against them by putting them in, making them slaves. It made us all slaves. But 2/3, we telling them, look, the Lord getting us out of slavery and giving us a kingdom. And 2/3 is like, nah, they don't want that, man. They want to be slaves, so they sell out they sell out in the most shameful way you could sell out, man. They don't even got nothing out the deal. They gotta sell out. So they sold the Lord out for chicken change. You know, they sold the Lord out to get down with people that's gonna walk all over them and treat them like they ain't shit. That's 2/3, man. That's why they're gonna be ashamed of themselves in the kingdom of heaven, yo. It says, I called upon thee, for thou wilt hear, O power. Incline thy ear unto me and hear my speech. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by the right hand, them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. It says, keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. And that's the world, man, beginning with Esau. That's Esau, these other nations, and 2/3 of Israel, the whole world, man. Don't you know that this whole world is about to be after the Israelites? It's about to be persecuting the Israelites, especially those that preach 100% truth. But they've been watching long enough to know and to hate what we teach. You know, some Israelite groups, they don't hate like they hate the actual men of the Lord, because of these other Israelite groups. The Lord ain't with them. All right, in the world, it's set against the spirit of the Lord, man. So, but ultimately, they're gonna persecute this Israelite thing pretty much as a whole. And a lot of Israelites are gonna fall away from the truth, which not only few are really in the truth, but I'm talking about the Israelite thing. Like, they're gonna deny being Israelites, man. All right, they're gonna take the mark of the beast. You know, but they ain't really that mad at, you know, IUIC, because IUIC talk about building communities and stuff like that. They make Israelite rap albums. They make money, you know. It's gonna be more so a hatred for us. We teach the age of a marriageable virgin. We teach what happens in a rape case. We teach the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We teach that women shut the fuck up and sit in the back and don't be seen, man. So they hate us the most. We Israelites out here that wear sticks at camp and hats and all of that shit, they like them motherfuckers, man. They love them. But when they roll up, them type of dudes gonna be like, nah, I ain't no Israelite, when everybody trying to kill us, man. They're gonna be like, man, I was just doing that to make some money. They're gonna roll up on us. They're gonna martyr some of us, and some of us are gonna get spiritual power and fuck these goddamn people up, man. From Esau to the 2/3, to these heathens. Some brothers gonna be out here, man, jumping and climbing up buildings and smacking people with telephone poles, man. throwing cars at motherfuckers, tanks. It says, keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. That's where we at, under the shadow of the Lord's wing. All right. It says, for the wicked that oppress me, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. And that's Esau. Esau is surrounding us. He's surrounding us himself, and he's surrounding us using 2/3 of our people. And the heathens are all around us like we're surrounded, man. But the Lord got us under the shadow of his wing. Shit is... Right, so it says, I just saw something that was just demonic, yo. Two mannequins just laying. I mean, I walk through Esau neighborhoods, but there's two mannequins just in the yard looking like dead bodies. But that's spiritual, because it's gonna be a normal thing to see a dead body, man, soon. It says, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth, they speak proudly. Yeah. What it tell you in Psalm, I think it's 73, they have more than heart could wish. That's the white man. They got more than anybody on the planet Earth. Well, now they fallen. They fallen from heaven. Lucifer have fallen from heaven. Satan have fallen from heaven, which is Satan is the white man. Have fallen from heaven. It says, heaven is rulership. But they've been fat, for the last 500 years, man. All right. It says they speak proudly. So what? You just mad because we were stronger. And which they not strong, they just got weapons. But they talk like that, man. They talk like, people, everybody, always enslave the world. You just mad because it's us. It's like, no, nigga. We mad because of how you doing it. You ain't the rightful people to rule the earth. The Israelites are. Those are the facts. And the way you ruling it, nigga, you destroying the whole goddamn planet, nigga. The whole planet. And you hurting the damn elements, period, man. Trash floating into outer space, putting a hole in the ozone layer. You done destroyed the sea life. Trying to make this a penis swinging contest or a competition, and it's like, nigga, you ain't the one to have rulership, bro. You the one that's going the lowest person, and you gonna get exterminated. The Lord gonna exterminate your ass, man. You gonna live in a hole for 1,000 years, then the Lord gonna get rid of you. Esau, the Edomites are the type of people that was chased away from other people into caves, where they live like cave people, man. They with their sword, they took over. So, people have to put up with them. But don't nobody really want to put up with white folks, man. But what you gonna do when this motherfucker done jacked everything and you gotta go to them for everything? You gotta go to them for something to eat, a job, a house. If you want to have some babies, if you want to do this, you want to do that, you gotta go to them. And don't make me fucking sick. You gotta be nice to them, yo. Man, get the fuck on, bro. Damn, man. Everybody. Everybody just on some shit, man. It don't matter what a motherfucker's doing. They got time to be on some shit. But yeah, it says motherfuckers be damn near about to crash, staring at you walking down the sidewalk, man. Motherfucker can't even focus and drive their car because of the demons out here. Just got everybody meddling, everybody looking. And you see people, you look, and then but you got something going on. Not these people, man. You know what they got going on? Mischief. Like them little kids on a school bus, man. You just fucking with other people, doing silly shit, shooting a spitball and then laughing. That's what these people doing, grown as hell, man. See you coming, start whispering, start gossiping like girls. Look at this nigga. Hey. Salakia, man. It's just folly is setting great dignity. Everybody just silly than the motherfucker, just in need of the nukes, man. They playing. All they do is play. Like doorbell ditch and shit. It ain't on no good playing type of shit. It's on some doorbell ditch type of shit, like up to no good type of shit. Like fucking with people type of shit. Talking about we're just trying to have some fun. No, man. You need to stop playing. It says, they are a Salaki. It says they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, right? With these robots, right? They're compassing us about, man. They getting ready to take on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, and his men. Esau got is preparing to persecute the woman, which is Israel, right? This man is coming for us. They show you that on them X-Men movies. Remember Esau was coming after the mutants? Well, we the mutants, man. You know, they know that that's us in the scriptures, man. Samson and David leaping over a wall, breaking bows, breaking steel with his arm. Samson having the power of 1,000. The Lord gonna give us that power back, man. And they got the weapons. They got the robots prepared. The average person and the person in the plantation church definitely don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't y'all know that this story is mainly about Jacob and Esau? Esau is the white man, and Jacob are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that was put in slavery by the white man. But only a remnant is a part of that number that's gonna get the power, man, that believe in the Lord. The rest of you niggas are the ones that was crucifying the Lord, man, and killing your prophets and selling out to the people that put you in slavery. That's why we say we don't care about y'all, man. We only care about the elect. Those who the Lord chose. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, go to hell. Now, there's no, eternal hellfire, but go to hell meaning get these damn missiles, just die, man. Backstroke in the lake. You know what I'm saying? The lake is what? America on fire, man. You ain't gonna get caught up when the fire come, when the nukes are shot. And the Lord gonna allow men to use that power on y'all too, man. Cause you had Xavier and them was the sellout mutants, man. And they was fighting against Magneto. Magneto was the good mutant. Xavier and them was the sellouts, man. They was getting down with Esau. So you got Jake out here that get down with Esau. Well, like Apostle Hart said a long time ago, these brothers that get spiritual power, and definitely if I get spiritual power, I'm gonna jump over crackers to get you. I'd be like, hold on, I'm gonna be back for y'all, but let me get them niggas, man. You niggas that are sellouts, man. To the Lord and sell out to your own peoples, man. Your own nation. We gonna pass up Edomites to get you, man. Then we're gonna go back and get the Edomites. It says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in the secret places, arise, O Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Yeah, because Esau do everything in secret. He behind the scenes, man, putting up this Christian image that these white people, they Christian folks, they believe in the Bible and all of that, right? But secretly, they done destroyed the earth. Secretly, they worship Satan. So they are Satan. Secretly, they done lied to the world. They done lied and tricked everybody. They just a bunch of thieves, man. All right, they stole America. They in other people's lands, stealing shit. Right? They're just running around the earth, stealing shit, stealing everything, right? Whether it's gold, whether it's diamonds and precious stones out of the earth, whether it's oil, whether whatever it is, man, they fucking stealing it, man. They jacking it. Give it here. Stick up. That's why people at war with them, man. People fighting back against them because they like, nigga, you ain't coming over here taking our shit. You ain't coming over here putting us in slavery. You ain't coming over here telling us what to do with our women, man. Our women cover their bodies and they ain't hoes, man. You ain't coming over here telling our women they could be hoes if they want to. That's what the white man's, that's what his philosophy is. A woman don't gotta be a housewife. She don't have to be modest. She could walk around with her ass and titties out. This is what he wants to teach over there in these countries. They won't let them do that shit. And while y'all sitting there thinking that none of this is going on, like we just done went too far. Just do Christmas and keep it simple, right? We're doing Christmas is a idol, man. Right? It says, arise, O Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And the white man is the sword of the Lord, man. The Lord control all of us just like we control the man on the video game. That's the best way I know how to say it. All right. It says from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasures. They are full of children and leave their rest of their substance to their babes. Okay, so the Lord has blessed Esau, man. Showed favor to him, allowed him to get his hands on the scriptures. He chose the lie. All right. The Bible say that God is black. He say that he lie and say that God is white. This motherfucker knows that we the Israelites, but nah, they want to pretend to be the Israelites. This motherfucker know that they Esau, but they want to say Esau is the Arabs. So they just lying their ass off. Even though the Lord allowed them to have the Bible, to have access to the Bible. All right, the Lord allowed them to have control over the world. And what did they do? Destroyed the world, lied to the people, deceived the people. Okay? So they've been blessed on the left-hand side, man. Because, you know, they leave wealth. They pass down generational wealth to their children. We just slaves. The Israelites, we just fucking slaves, man. We don't pass down shit. Matter of fact, it's when our parent, we don't even know our fucking fathers, man. Let alone him passing us down some shit. And he ain't got shit. Our fathers ain't got shit, man. Jake ain't got nothing. Esau got it all, man. And the other nations have a part in it. They have theirs too, but we just was fucking chained up by these people, man. And we held captive to this day. They gave us apartment, nigga. Apartment in the house. And you know what we gotta do for that shit? We gotta jump through more hurdles and hoot and do, you know. And Jake gotta be they fucking jesters. And on these jobs, man, Jake, they don't want Jake at that job if he ain't telling no jokes and doing no spin moves and backflips and shit, man. That ain't no way to live, man. And that ain't where you got something. Yeah, we got a position in slavery. Man, fuck all that, man. This makes sense to us for the Lord to come give us our own kingdom. We don't even deserve it. But that's what we believe, man. Say, not you niggas, not you 2/3, man. Y'all believe in Esau, y'all believe in this world. Y'all believe in Satan, it says. As for me, y'all believe in being a good little slave to the Edomites, yo. That's what y'all believe, yo. It says, as for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I wake with thy kindness. Right, man. Right. So, yeah, we satisfied trying to be like Yahweh Shem outside, man. Trying to be like the Lord. We satisfied with the Lord's standard, man. The Lord's way. Even if all of you hate us, man. Even if we gotta put up with being hated by y'all while we wait on the Lord, man. It's all worth it. I'll tell you that in Romans 8, I believe. But yeah, man. That's Psalm 17 on to Psalm 18, and that's a long psalm. So I'm gonna try to do it when I'm not so busy. Like, I'm always on the run, but I'm always doing a lesson on the way, whether I'm on a bike or walking. I pause it, get on the bus, get off the bus, unpause it, somehow, some way. Get the videos up. Shalom. On to Psalm 18, Lord willing. All right.